Today I've got a regular synthetic wig from Raquel Welch named Stop Traffic, and I have her in a non-rooted blonde called Glazed Sand. Let's talk about both this style and this color. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. I am partnering with Raquel to bring you this review of Stop Traffic. I'm really excited to be able to show you this color. I don't think I've ever reviewed this color before, and to bring you a regular synthetic. I've gotten some requests to do a few more regular synthetic wigs. I do everything, but it feels like I've done a lot of heat-friendly synthetic lately, so I'm really happy to show you this one. Raquel is both an online retailer and an in-person wig shop. They have a number of locations in Canada. They have one in the US, more coming. They do all kinds of things to help us hair loss sufferers and non-hair loss sufferers have great hair. They carry all the major name brands, live sales every week. They have an open box clearance section, a name your own price section, really great Facebook group, lots and lots of good information out there from Raquel, and I'm very honored to be a partner with them to bring you guys lots and lots of information as well. I will put some information in the description box, a coupon code that will save you money, and encourage you to check them out. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. We've got a lot of layers on this one. You can see. I don't know if this would really qualify as a shag, but tons of layers. We've got a bang in the front. If you love heavily layered, kind of shorter to mid-length, more of a shag cut, but maybe just a little bit more polished, Stop Traffic could be for you. I will say this one is quite shiny. And with all the lighting I have on me in this particular color, it might be coming across as shiny on camera. It is a bit shiny. I will say that can happen with regular synthetic fibers. You know, you can tamp down shine a lot of different ways, dry shampoo, and they're not all created equal. So you may have to try a couple of different kinds. Baby powder, cornstarch, just wearing shine will wear off and kind of tamp down over time. I have a video out there showing how to use baby powder to tamp down shine. I will make sure that's linked below. So we do not have any type of monofilament on this one. We also do not have a lace front. So this is what's considered a basic cap, also known as a machine-made cap. So you will want to wear this one with a full bang. It is a tiny, tiny bit too long for me, but it's really easy to trim that up with a thinning razor. I will make sure a video is linked below that shows you how to use a thinning razor. You do not have to have any cutting skills to be able to trim bangs with a thinning razor. And I will have to backtrack slightly. We do have this little mono crown thing going on right here. So I guess it's not technically a fully basic cap. This is very different. I can't think of any other Raquel Welch wig that has that. But it really doesn't meaningfully add any kind of parting space or anything like that. So, but we do have that little tiny bit of monofilament right there. We have soft ear tabs with bendable stays, an extended nape, Velcro adjusters, open wefting with some silicone on the wefting, and so that can add some security if you don't have any bio hair. I don't find that it does a whole lot. If you do, I just wear a wig grip with my wigs, especially ones that fit me a little large like Raquel Welch does, and then it's fine. I was just cinching in the adjusters just to make her a little bit more snug on my head. This wig is running very true to average, and I'm getting an extra cap up here. It is a little loose on my head. I can cinch it all the way in, and I would just wear a wig grip with this one. You can find all of my measurements in the description box below. Compare them to yours. You can be a fair amount bigger than me everywhere, and this wig should still fit you fine. We've got kind of a light to medium density on this one. There isn't really any poofy, pillowy, traditional permatease. There's a little bit of crimpy fibers, but I can touch all the way down to cap, all the way throughout. So I would say this feels and looks more like a moderate density. It doesn't have a ton of volume. It doesn't have a ton of poof. It's actually a really natural looking wig when it's on, in my opinion. I'm looking in the mirror, you know, I've played with her some. She looks incredibly natural to me. I don't think this is terribly overwhelming, although if you've been losing your hair for a little while, all wigs can sort of feel like that. One thing I will caution you on, because this does not have a ton of hair and because it doesn't have traditional permatease, you can kind of see down to wefting right here. That's not ideal, I'll be honest. A couple of thoughts on that. Number one, where you put these fibers will help with that. Number two, rooted and darker colors would be better when you have a basic cap that you can see down to cap. It's sort of this funny trade-off you have to make with basic cap wigs. A lot of times people don't really like a lot of permatease, but without that permatease, it's really hard to hide the cap. So here's my tip for you. If you either you love this style overall and you want to give it a try, or you have this with another style where you just feel like the cap is a little visible through the fibers, you could always go with a darker color or a rooted color. That truly helps a ton, or styling your wig will make a huge difference. I love cloth headbands for a variety of reasons, and on a basic cap wig where you feel as though you can see down to cap, a headband is going to fix that right up. One of the things new wig wearers struggle with a lot is feeling overwhelmed by their wigs, especially if you've been losing your hair for a long time. So throwing a headband on, even if you can't see down to cap, and tucking the hair behind your ears and just sort of playing with the hair, arranging the hair, will make a huge difference in how overwhelming that wig will feel. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but already this wig looks a little less full, a little less poofy, and like it has less hair. So one of my number one tips I can give you if you're struggling on the wig journey, purchase a few headbands. I will link my Amazon store in the description where I've bookmarked a ton of different cloth headbands. I love these cloth covered headbands because they're thick enough that they really do make a difference, but they generally aren't tight. I've never gotten a headache from wearing a headband with my wigs when I use these type of headbands. They come in a ton of different styles and colors, and it can really help you as you work your way through getting used to wearing wigs. So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're struggling, or maybe you can see down to that wefting, try it with a headband. I bet you'll find it fixes a whole lot. All right, we made it to color. Glazed Sand, R16/21S. This color is not rooted, which I know some of you are going to be so happy about. So many rooted blondes out there, so few unrooted blondes. This is a dark natural blonde with some cool ash blonde highlights. This to me is a warmer blonde. And we're going to get outside so you can see this outside where we won't have as much glare from the lighting. But it's what I would consider more of a kind of a natural warmish blonde. A little bit on the yellow side. It's definitely not ashy. It's not going to look gray in any lighting. So that the cool ash blonde highlights are very subtle. This does not look like a heavily highlighted piece. It's a very well blended piece with no rooting. I cannot stress that enough. I'm so excited to be able to show you guys a non-rooted blonde. It's just a really nice kind of a medium dark blonde. Let's get outside so you can see this color outside. That'll be a little bit better for a color like this, as the lighting likes to glare off of it a little bit. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget about Raquel. We'll see you guys soon. All right, let's take a look at stop traffic outside. I just pulled her out of the box. I've combed through her, shaken her out, but that is all. I have not reviewed her yet. Trying to take advantage of getting these done when it's not super sunny, So I can't really comment on the color. I have not studied it. There you go. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.